Hello there everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Icenia Rises campaign. I hope you're having a great day. I'm certainly excited to play a little bit of Imperator Rome, especially as the Albion people. Yes, we started out as the small little Iceni tribe in Britain, and now we own, well, all of England, all of Scotland, all of Ireland, all of Wales, all of Cornwall, all of northern Gaul, and actually own all this territory out even into the steppes of eastern, well, I guess that would be western Russia and Ukraine. So, in the last episode, right before we stopped, we declared war on the Romans. So now, well, I guess you know what that means. We have to fight. We're immediately going to start moving our troops in. We didn't necessarily move our men to the, well, right to the gates. Most of that was because, well, we don't have a ton of supply in the area, and so moving men too quickly would actually have cost us a lot of men in general. But we are now going to blitz at them. We have lots of horse archers to work with, and looks like we are going to take our first victory. I didn't even see it coming, but we did win. We defeated about 10,000 Roman soldiers. Look at them go. Yeah, that's right. March away. I don't know where you're retreating to, but the Roman army, the Roman discipline, it is no match for the people of Albion. Let us continue to march southward into their territory. Now, Rome is just a mere shadow of what it was thought to be at one point in time. They actually no longer even own the city of Rome itself. They were cast out by Carthage. They have been pushed north into Gaul, and they have done fairly well for themselves ever since then, though. They have fought a war in Dalmatia. They took a bunch of land from Getia early in the campaign, but now is the beginning of the end of the Roman Empire, or I guess it's still the Roman Republic. They are an aristocratic republic. We could shame the governor. All right, so she's loyal to me. I actually am going to say the commoners are not our problem because we want the loyal people in charge. Look at all the slaves we are taking. Certainly doing a number. Speaking of, you now have 80 people. Let's go ahead and turn you into a metropolis. We also, I believe, turned London into a metropolis in the last episode. Or actually, yeah, so they are a metropolis as well. Right? Yes. So, kudos to London, finally being a metropolis. Our armies are vast and numerous. You suck as a general. Why are you leading soldiers? Of course, they are at least your own soldiers, so they at least don't cost me anything. Once this fortress falls, I don't necessarily know where their next fortress is. But we are going to march south as rapidly as we can. In fact, I should have done this before we fought. I don't really see a point in doing it now, but I do think I want to add a couple more fortresses to some of these lands. A lot of them have these tribesmen happiness, and right now with so many tribesmen, as well as it being so civilized, I almost want there to be happy tribesmen here. That's probably why I'm not having to worry about province loyalty issues. In fact, maybe some of those disloyal provinces I'm looking at, ooh, look, they seem okay. They seem to appreciate wars with Rome, that's for sure. Like, let's look here. I don't have any tribesmen. I have some tribesmen here, so let's go ahead. Oh, I can't build buildings because they are disloyal. Alright, cool. Well, at least their loyalty's slowly ticking up by 0.1. Alright, either way, let's just continue on fighting this war. It actually seems that a lot of my provinces are really respecting the fact that I'm fighting the Romans. After all, they They saw what happened. They know that they don't want the Roman rule. They would much rather be ruled by the Albions. We're going to gain some tyranny. That's going to be alright. We're also going to lose some loyalty from some people, but need to pay careful attention about this whole risk of civil war. I also need this fortress to go ahead and fall. Part of me wants to go ahead and assault it, but with that said, they don't have a ton of forts, and we are just going to keep pushing southwards. Another good thing about taking Roman land is that it's actually very civilized, so we're not taking a ton of attrition to do it. You're sitting and taking some attrition. Can I get you somewhere where you won't? No. Just is. I don't know where the Roman army is yet. Even though we've taken... Alright, we have taken this fort. It was all that was holding back the floodgates of the Albion people from potentially the heartland of the Roman Empire. The Roman discipline is going to fail them today as the Albions continue to march on in. I also have more armies. I might as well send them in. No reason not to. I need to kind of watch out. Just in case the Romans do have a large empire. This, I believe, they are, I believe, the largest empire we have fought so far. They might try to sneak some troops in through here, and indeed they have. That's okay. I have all of these people on defend borders, while you are fighting for the region. Defend the border. Put you on defend borders as well. Cool. Meanwhile, I guess these armies, until I see the Romans, I might actually go ahead and start moving more troops out to the east. Because until I see the Romans wanting to fight me in Gaul, I mean, what, are they just going to let me take all their land? Is this going to be the most anticlimactic war with Rome ever? A temple has collapsed. You know what? I'm actually going to pay to repair it. We have just so much money. I don't see a reason why not. Plus, it helps our local unrest and gives us some popularity. Definitely need all of that. We're going to not take a battle with them. They're actually going to decline it. They're going to run away. They're cowards, I tell you. They're cowards. Meanwhile, we'll just keep pushing southward, taking their land. They, however, are stuck on my fortresses, so let's go ahead, grab these two armies, and get them ready to defend the forts. You are going to come over here as well. They do siege relatively quickly, so we'll have to make sure that we can get there. This is where building those fortresses really came in handy, building this kind of wall. In fact, I might go ahead and do that. Like, I might as well go ahead and build a fort here. Again, it's not like I'm worried about the forts costing me a ton of money. When, let's look how much, I'm making 155 gold per month. That's easy, that's great. It's wonderful. Let's put this army, what's a good region I can maybe assign it to? Where's some of those disloyal pops, or disloyal places? Let's just give you a general and put you on defend borders. All right, here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. They are going to move 33,000 troops here. We're going to move 18,000 troops here. They don't have a commander, so we should easily win this. I'm going to wait until they're movement locked, then I'm going to move these 30,000 troops in, and we should see our first two major victories against the Romans. They're now movement locked. Let's go ahead and get after it. Yes, indeed, we are victorious. They lost many more troops than I did. They now have 59,000. Let's go ahead and just move everyone in. Everyone goes in. We get there just in the nick of time. Let's slow it down, take a look at this fight. Okay, here is where they are actually deciding. This is where we will make our stand to try to save our country, our republic. They are going to have the tactics advantage, although we could maybe change that here. They have the turtle. Let's see what's good against the turtle. Skirmishing. We'll go in. Oh, she actually had either as high or no, it was just equal martial, so her tactic does win out. But I don't think it's going to be enough for them to defeat us. We're going to take a ton of casualties, but we had more men to push. They're going to move another 5,000 men in. I'm not worried about those 5,000 men, especially without a commander. What are you doing, Rome? What are you doing? Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. Ooh, wow. We lost almost 2 times as many men than they did, but in the end, we were victorious. Let's go ahead and try to push them out of our land in the wet east as well. It says we're going to win that. Ooh, we lost. Dadgummit! I was moving men in. All right. Let's take you off of the... Let's put a commander in charge and have you just go and sit here. We should win this fight, although their heavy infantry is doing the work. We are victorious. Let's go ahead and keep moving south. We definitely want to make sure that the pressure stays up on them. Siege is not related to my war. I'm going to leave these 16,000 men here, but let's go ahead and move you maybe to here? No, to here. Again, we should probably start moving more of our troops out to the east, as it seems that that might be where a lot of our major fights with Rome come from. Come on, get there in time. We are defeated. Oh, no. Alright, well, we're just going to have to keep going. I have the manpower, I have the will, and I will win this. Alright, so they have taken our 2 mountain forts. So they have taken the 2 places that, honestly, we needed to protect more than anywhere else, because now we have opened them up to the entire eastern portion of our country. Although, we have also kind of brought them into our trap, I'm going to say, because, well, I think that having them in our territory, cut off from their own supplies, is not necessarily the worst thing to ever happen. Meanwhile, we're just going to keep pushing southward. I'm okay. We'll let them... I'll let them fight over, over here if it pulls troops away from the real action in Gaul. Because after all, it's Gaul that I'm going for. We are defeated again. So we've lost a couple battles over here at this point. You're going to start taking attrition, though. They're going to move another 2,000 men this direction. Ooh. Didn't anticipate that. I'm surprised you weren't stack wiped there, honestly. They have 30,000 men. We're going to go ahead and move into this forest. Nope. Let's see if we can bait them. As soon as they're movement locked, we will move. Again, as soon as they're movement locked. They seem to be wanting to fight us out in the east. There is immense wealth there. So we definitely don't want them to grab it. Alright, they are movement locked. Let's go ahead and move these 30,000 men in. It was a trap. They're going to fight us in the forest. We're good. We're better in the forest. We have some military advancements that I believe make us better in the forest, right? Or did we not take that? Okay, archers forest combat bonus plus 33%. So it's like having 33% more archers. And we have 5,000 archers. So that's like what? Getting another 3,000 archers or something like that? No, what am I saying? It's like getting another, like, 1,500 archers. And of course, we're just going to move more and more of our troops in. And this is going to be an absolute slaughter. We lost almost 9,000 men, but they lost almost 15,000. So, excellent job by everyone involved. Now, ooh, it's because we had those horse archers. Those horse archers, man, they're very beneficial. Let's go ahead and start sieging back our territory now that they are on the defensive. Looks like our granaries have been raided. I actually am kind of happy with this event. Yeah, we're going to lose some food, but we're going to lose some gold, but we're going to gain some loyalty, and gaining that loyalty is super beneficial at the current moment. We'll just have to replace the stockpile. Are they going to have to retreat all the way back here? All the way back to their land? Ooh, I have not been paying attention to what's going on over here. Looks like they're going to move 23,000 soldiers in. Two can play at that game. It actually says that we're going to win. Again, they're going to fight us in the forest. We own the forests. This is really where those military traditions have come in handy. Yeah, we own the forest. If we can force fights in the forest, they can't stop us. We do have some starving pops in Venta. Ooh, look at how many slaves we've gotten. I guess we're going to have to go with more aqueducts here. As well as, when we get enough political influence, I guess we should go ahead and get another trade route. Let's bring some more food in. Guess I could move those 15,000 troops to the mainland. Let's get this army of 30,000 out of here. There's no reason for them to just sit there and take the attrition. Meanwhile, how are we looking over here? We're looking good. We're looking good. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we have been able to just blitz them. And in fact, our horse archers, they are riding ahead and doing a ton of raiding for us. I'm all for that, I guess. No point in you taking the attrition. Let's get you somewhere else. Tell you what, this has been a pretty anticlimactic war with Rome. Go to location. We've won our siege. We own these mountain forts again. And do you know what? Ooh, I really wish I could build another fort level there. Alright, we have those disloyalty issues again. Part of that might be due to the... Well, I was going to say due to the high aggressive expansion, but no, it doesn't actually look like we have very high aggressive expansion, does it? How did our aggressive expansion tick down so quick? Wasn't it up over 30 not too long ago? I guess I am playing on speed 4, which makes everything seem like it's going by a little faster. It's all good for me. I'm going to take as much of Rome as possible. Sounds like we're going to have an imminent peace. How sad. We've had a major death. It was our steward. Ooh, you're very loyal. You're not a great steward, but... Look at this. The people of Albion are actually going to raid Massalia. Man, if you had told me at the beginning of this campaign that we were going to take this tiny little country and one day actually raid Massalia and fight Rome, and I would have said, yeah, I mean, that's how this game works, right? Taking one last territory up here. Let's briefly put you on defend borders, have you chase these Romans out of here. Alright, I don't think I'm going to chase them too much farther. I could chase them all the way to Italy at this point. There's just really no reason, I don't think. Well, you know what? Let's see what they give me. I don't mind chasing them all the way to Italy. But I definitely want to make sure I can take Gaul. Alright, so they will give me Gaul. I wouldn't mind having that Mediterranean coastline. It's going to give me 37 aggressive expansion. But yeah, they'll give me Gaul. You know what? I'm going to keep fighting it. Why stop here, you know? I am going to actually move more troops down southwards. It's going to take some attrition damage, but that's going to be fine. I think I am going to go in... Ooh, we are defeated. Where are we? Defeated. Alright, so it looks like they are not quite done with their strategy to attack us in the east. That's fine. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. What are you all doing down here? Get up there. Retake some land. We are defeated again. Ooh, this time down here on the southern coastline. Two can play at this game. You're better than them in the forest. I want to make sure that I don't accidentally keep this war going so long that we only take that one territory. But I can go for another 1,000 days. That should be long enough to at least take this little province on the Mediterranean coast. Ooh, sneaky. I almost let them get that. In fact, they still might. These 15,000 men are going to reinforce. Hopefully that'll be enough to dislodge this Roman army that was sieging down our fort. We'll have to see. We are victorious indeed. It looks like someone decided to run away from us. You did. Alright. Cool. And let's see how we're coming down here. Yep, still just sieging away. So let's take a look. Looks like Rome wants peace. I don't want peace. I will decide when we get peace and what that peace is about. We are again victorious. They're losing more men than I am. Let's just take a look at... We've lost... Alright, so we've actually lost a few more men than they have. But overall, I mean, man. Oh, and I guess in an earlier war I mentioned that I thought that this is the number of pops we have taken as slaves, whereas this is the number of pops they have taken as slaves. We have killed a bunch more of their pops, not lost. So we've only had 7 of our pops die. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's have this fort fall, shall we? I'll wait till they're movement locked. Again, we own the forests. They're movement locked now. Let's move these 18,000 men in. A temple has collapsed. That's fine. I'll spend a bunch of money to slightly gain some popularity and some loyalty. Again, we own the forests. Okay, come on. Hold off until my men get there. Cool, they're there. And boom goes the dynamite. That was easy. And indeed it is done. Let's move those men back. This fort should fall, hopefully on the next tick. Let's move these 10,000 men in closer. Move you in closer. Cool. Move these 14,000 men in closer. I really want Massalia. I just want to take Massalia. I want to hold on to Massalia. Boom. Siege done. And onwards to Italy. Again, I gotta watch out. Don't want too much time to pass now. Oh, looks like I didn't catch them fast enough. Looks like we're gonna have a fight. Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily be super surprised if my horse archers tanked this. We've had an oratory advancement. War score cost minus 10%. Yeah, that's gonna come in clutch right about now. We did take a loss there. That's fine. Let's go ahead, get that. I'm gonna go once again national tribesman happiness up. Yeah, unfortunately we took a lot of losses there. Let's go ahead and get that war score minus 10%. Let's see what they'll give us now, shall we? They still are reluctant to give us this whole province. But that's what I want. That's alright. I can beat them back a little farther. They did, after all, just have a victorious fight. No one likes to end a war after you had a major victory. Everyone wants to end a war from a position of strength. This army is all that's protecting their true homeland. Oops. Ooh, I let some barbarians take one of my cities. That's a problem. Let's go ahead. Ooh, I let them take a fort. Oh no, that's gonna really hurt. That was on me for not paying attention to pop-ups, I guess. They're trying everything they can. It's a desperation tactic to try to keep us out of their kind of real homeland. Man, just barbarians left and right. What's going on here? Are you defending the borders? No. Come on now. Also, get wrecked, son. Focusing too much on the south, not enough on the war in my homeland. However, I would not trade places with the Romans right now, that's for sure. We are victorious, good. Man, talk about an Icenia onslaught, you know? There was just nothing they could do to stop us. Alright, so my kind of goal was to grab Massalia, and it looks like I'm going to be able to do that. And look, what we have, another military tradition available. I think that manpower recovery speed is a little overkill at this point, so is national manpower. Chariot morale, or I could get... So I'm just looking down one more step down the line. National manpower up 10% is overkill at this point, so I could get manpower recovery speed up by 5%, or light infantry cost. I think we can do manpower recovery speed up by 5%. It's not the most amazing. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are some inventions that do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and do monthly loyalty up, speaking of inventions, as well as popularity. I was kind of ignoring some inventions. State happiness, yeah. Call omen cost, sacrifice to gods, monthly tyranny. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? No. Alright. So I am going to go ahead and declare peace with the Romans. My kind of goal was to grab Massalia, and of course as much as Gaul as possible. It looks like I'm going to be able to take all of Gaul, as well as nab Massalia. Can I get one more territory out of it? Not two more, no. So they'll give me Massalia as well as this little guy. It's going to give me 47 aggressive expansion, but 47 is below that magic number of 50. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the peace button. Here we go. Boom. Wow. What a war. Look at Albion go. I'm going to have to stop it here for today, guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. That was just a blitz through the Roman territory. We are the great, the glorious, the wonderful Albion. I just want to note, when Loctarius was a mere child, well, he had dreams that Albion would reach from sea to shining sea. He didn't know how much farther he would have to go, not knowing too much about what lied beyond the vast plains out here in eastern or western Russia. Western modern-day Russia. He didn't know what was out there. He wanted his territory to stretch all the way to the other seas. Instead, he opted for a closer sea, the Mediterranean Sea, as the Albions now stretch all the way from the tip of Scotland to what I'm calling the Icenia Channel, all the way to what will soon maybe be the Icenia Sea, as in the Mediterranean Sea. I don't know. I don't think I'll have enough time to do anything quite like that. After all, the game only goes until, what, 727? So that gives us 57 years. 57 years! That's not a lot of time. With that said, we don't have a lot of time before the new update comes out, and I want to at least finish recording this, although they may not all make it up to YouTube before December 3rd, but I want to at least finish recording this by December 3rd, get all of these videos up and out on YouTube so that people can watch them. I hope you're having a great day. I sure am. I've really enjoyed bringing this Albion Imperator Rome content to you. If you've enjoyed it, hit me up with that like button, hit me up with that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.